get it centered on you. But
you just kind of like.
Okay, is that centered
touch
on
it
you?
like that. Yeah.
Or I can kind of. You are not waving. Are you kidding me right now?
So running a farm is very hard work. At the end of the day, Farmer Brown is covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, and muck, and coffee stains. And he doesn't smell very good either. The animals have chores to do. Pigs, they clean under the beds. Cows, weed the garden. Duck, take out the trash, mow the lawn, and grind coffee beans. What do we notice about the chores? Who has the most chores? Siri?
The duck.
Duck has the most chores, right? At the end of each day, the pigs are covered in lint bunnies, the cows are covered in weeds, and the sheep are covered in dust. And duck is covered in tiny bits of grass and espresso beans. They're coffee grinds. Like that. So like the beans for coffee, when they're grinded up, that's what they are. Duck did not like to do chores. He did not like picking up tiny bits of grass and espresso beans out of his feathers. Why is Farmer Brown in charge anyway? Thought Duck. What we need is an election. He made a sign and hung it up in the barn. Farmer Brown must go. Farm election tomorrow. So, what's an election? What did we say, Charlie? Somewhere people vote. So, okay, something to vote. So, going back to what Charlie said, what did we think? What is it? Something? What are they voting for? In this situation, bless you. In this, what are they voting for? Yeah. What do they want? Yeah. Yes. Okay. So an election, what we talked about yesterday, is when someone comes together, a group of people come together to vote on something, right? So going back to what we just did, we just held an election in the classroom, right? The next morning, Farmer Brown found a poster on his front door. Vote Duck for a kinder, gentler farm. So, to vote, what does that mean again? Someone other than Sephora? Annabelle?
To be a president and vote for a president.
Right. So, okay, but vote. What does vote mean? What do you do?
You're voting for one of those presidents.
Right, so you're choosing one of those two presidents, right? Awesome. So why do we vote, though? Why do you think that we vote? Reagan?
To have a leader.
To have a leader. That's good. Are there other things?
City. Like a class pet.
Right, a class pet. There's other things we can vote. So it's to what? What are we doing? We're making. Okay, it can. That's what we vote. It's the end product of voting. But when we vote, we're making a what? A decision on something, right? Okay. So Farmer Brown was furious. He ran to the barn and found the animals registering to vote. What is to register? Register to vote. Do we know what that is? We think? Yeah, anyone else? Or do you think you have an idea? What? What does it mean to register to vote?
Sometimes, like if you just say register and stuff, it's just like us always have registers. Where you pay a percent.
Right. That is what register. That is a type of register. Any other thoughts about what we have to register to vote?
About presidents who you really, really, really want to vote for.
Okay. But registering, when we have to register to vote, we have to make sure that it's where we live and who we are. So before you do an actual vote, so if Miss Wooden wants to go vote, she has to register before to make sure that she is a citizen of the United States, so she lives in the United States, and that her age. Okay, does that make sense? Yes? Okay. So over here, voter registration. Voters must live on a farm, show valid ID, and said be at least this tall. But the mice got together and protested the height requirement, so Duck crossed it off. What does it mean to protest? What do you think? They protested the height requirement, so Duck crossed it off. What do we think that means?
That means that idea was a mistake, so we just
Right, I like that. Why didn't? Because the mice, right? The mice didn't like it, so they. Seriously?
so they just canceled it. Because they weren't that tall, so they wanted it to be like taller because they don't want to have to be that.
Right, that's why they protested. To protest, it means to go against something. So going back to what Sephora said, right? It made Duck cross that off.
Look, and the mice wanted to be fair, so they can vote too.
Exactly. So on election day, each of the animals filled out a ballot and placed it in the box. The vote was counted and the results were posted on the barn wall. Farmer Brown 6, Duck 20. What was the ballot again? We just did it. What's the ballot mean again?
Ballot box.
Right? Ballot box. What's ballot mean, Reagan?
Voting.
What is it though?
A paper that you
Yes, the paper. And then you're right, Reagan, you put it in the ballot box. Farmer Brown demanded a recount. One sticky ballot was found stuck to the bottom of a pig. The new tally was Farmer Brown 6, Duck 21. The voters have spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Running a farm is very hard work. At the end of the day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, muck, and coffee stains. Running a farm is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started working on Duck's campaign for governor. So using this picture, what do we think a campaign means? Think about it. What do we think? Anyone else? New hands? Sandra, what do we think a campaign means by looking at this picture?
It means he wants to what?
Does he want to, right, he said it wasn't farm at all, but look at this picture. What are they holding? Signs. So having a campaign, they're using signs for what? What does it say? Vote for me. So they're having a campaign for Duck, for him to be president. They're promoting him. Right? So that's what a campaign is. You have signs. Do you see signs of Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump? No. Yes, some no, some yes. That's part of their campaign if you see signs. Okay? Duck left Farmer Brown in charge and hit the campaign trail. He visited small town diners. He marched in parades. He went to town meetings. He gave speeches that only other ducks could understand. That's all part of his. That's all part of his campaign. It's what he's doing to promote himself so other people know. On election day, the voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the state. The vote was counted and the results were posted in the local paper. The governor demanded a recount. 2 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of a plate of pancakes. The new tally was, Ms. Governor, 200,099 and 999. See all those. So almost 300,000 right here, off by 1. And then Duck, he has 300,002 votes. That's a lot of people.
Whoa.
The voters have spoken. Duck was officially in charge.
He's the president.
Oh,
He's the president of the whole world.
yeah, remember? That's what they were talking about. Back here, he ran for state. So he's not the president of the United States yet, just for his state. So running a state is very hard work. At the the end of each day, Duck was covered in head to toe from hairspray, ink stains, scotch tape, fingerprints, mayonnaise, and coffee stains. He had a very bad headache. Running a state is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff worked on the posters for the presidential election.
I'm Duck. A duck.
Duck, making us proud again. That's a funny one.
A duck.
Mhm.
A duck.
For a
For-
change. I like Duck. They spelled it wrong in the book, so it's like we crossed it out. Duck left his staff in charge and hit the campaign trail. He kissed babies in local diners. He rode in parades. He gave speeches that only other ducks could understand.
Again.
He even played the saxophone on late night television. On election day, the voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the country. The vote was counted, and the results were announced on CNN. What's CNN?
My mom watches it and it's a type of news.
It's a type of news, great. The president demanded a recount. 10 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of the vice president. The new tally was, well, Duck was only up by 15. He won by 15. The voters have spoken. Duck was officially in charge.
Again.
Yep. Running a country is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in face powder, paper cuts, staples, security badges, secret service agents, and coffee stains. He had a very bad headache. Running a country is no fun at all, thought Duck. Then he checked the help wanted ads. Duck needed no experience necessary, must be able to mow lawn and grind coffee beans. So what did he end up doing? What did he end up going back to? Yeah. Exactly. And where was that? Back on the farm.
Now he's going back to do all his chores because he doesn't like to be president, so he went back to do his chores.
Right.
Wait, is that the end?
That was the end. So we heard a lot of words that we talked about yesterday in my PowerPoint when we did that whole little lesson. What are some words that we heard from yesterday? What are some important words that we heard in the book that we talked about yesterday? Maybe some new hands? New hands? All right, I'll repeat the question. Maybe I get some new friends. What were some of the words that you heard in the book that you heard yesterday? Jeffrey? Vote. Beckett, did you have your hand up? No? Oh, you were going to say vote? Yeah, Reagan? President. Try, is that what you were going to say? Support, what's a word? Poll. Good. Did you have one, Annabelle? They were in the book? What was a word in the book that you heard? What day is it today?
Voting day?
Yep. What's the word for it?
20 bucks.
No, the day. You said it was voting day. That's exactly what it is. But what's it called? It starts with an E.
Election day.
Good. Charlie? Ballot. Good one. John? Duck. We did hear that. Siri?
Elect.
Elect. We heard that too in the book. Yep.
When it's election day, is it like, do you vote tonight or do you vote in the morning?
Well, they're voting all day today. Okay, so when places close for you to vote, whenever it's closing, then tonight they tally them all up, and that's what's going to happen late tonight. So you'll find out by tomorrow. But tonight it's probably too late. Elias, did you have another word? Vice President. That was good because that was just on our worksheet that we just did, right? Okay, so we're going to do something when we go back to our seats. Can I have all eyes on me? We go back to our seats. We're going to write about what we think. If we think that Duck would, yes, he should be president, want you to
Wait.
wait. Don't give your ideas away. Don't give your ideas away. I want you to keep them in your head because you're going to write them down. Okay? We're going to go to our seats, nice and quiet, and then I'm going to give you a graphic organizer, which is going to help you write. Okay? I'll show you exactly what to do. And then at the end, I have nice paper that says Dear Duck. So we're going to write our letters to Duck. Okay? Okay, ready? All right, let's go. Yes, Sephora?
I don't know.
All right, let's find a seat. Okay, so what I'm handing out to you is called a graphic organizer, and it's going to help you think of things to write when we want to do our letter to Duck about if he would be a good president and if he would not be a good president. Okay, so are we ready, friends? Ready to listen? I have it up here, so all eyes on me. I'm going to show you how to use it. So in the top box, it says our topic sentence. So our topic sentence is going to be our first sentence that we write. Our first sentence, you're going to circle one. So you're going to circle either, yes, I do think that Duck should be president, which is on the first line, or no, I do not think that Duck should be president. Okay, so that's what we're going to do right now, is circle yes. Circle yes if we think he should be president, or no. So I'm going to do it too. All right, friends that just came in, can I have your attention? We just read a story, Duck for President, and I will read it to you later. But right now we're going to write to Duck and say whether or not he would be a good president. So we're going to circle either no, that he would be a good president, or yes, that he would be a good president. So I have my graphic organizer, so I'm going to circle yes, I do think that Duck would be president. And then, see this circle right here? See the circle? That's our reason why. So my reason is that I think that Duck would help the animals by being president. Yeah. So in my reason, I'm going to write Duck would help the animals. Okay? And then down here it says our closing sentence. What do we think the closing sentence is? What's that? Siri?
Like the ending of the sentence.
Yes, the ending sentence. And that's what we're going to circle the same thing. So if you said, yes, I do think that Duck should be president, we're going to circle, that is why I do think that Duck should be president. Okay? So I'm going to put this up here quick for you to see.
Yes, he should be president.
So up here,
You think he should be president?
friends, we're up here. Avery, did you circle? We're going to circle yes or no. And then down here, I'm going to write my reasons. So mine was, I think that Duck would help the animals. And then at the bottom box, over here, where it says closing sentence, I'm going to circle, that is why I do think that Duck should be president. And if you think that he should not be president, that's okay too. You're just going to circle no, I don't think he should. Tell me why, and then you're going to circle it down here. Okay? Sound love that you have this in. Yeah, so you think he wouldn't be able to handle money? Good. You do? Good. Keep it nice. Yeah.